Good morning. So we had a bit of a technical snafu this morning. When I went about 10 minutes ago to sign into our YouTube account, I found that somehow it had been compromised and I had to verify it. And so I did. And once that happened and I logged back in to try to start this live on YouTube, I was told that I had to wait 24 hours for everything to get updated. So here we are. I'm going to do this on Zoom and I'm going to post it later on YouTube so that everybody does get a chance to listen in because this is an important message today. Sorry about the technical snafus. We're adjusting as best we can. This month, November, is all about gratitude. And I can say personally in my life, it's one of the things that has had the most dramatic impact on my life, on my personal and on my professional success. So, what have we learned so far? We've been talking about gratitude on YouTube and across all social media planes since November 1st. There are lots of definitions out there, but the one that we're going with for the sake of this study is a spontaneous feeling of being thankful, showing appreciation for people and places and things, and returning kindness to others. I think everybody should be able to get behind that. Gratitude has been around for a very long time, probably since the very beginning, Adam and Eve, if you go that far back with that story. It's discussed by philosophers, touted by religions, and written about by songwriters and poets. It fills our world. But within the last couple of decades, scientists have begun to study gratitude and the physiological responses in our bodies when we are grateful. Now, we really do know, we can prove what our brains look like when we're thinking about and in a mood of gratitude. And we know from those studies that gratitude is good for us. Gratitude can be proven to be a critical component in a job search because gratitude provides us with so many different things. Gratitude helps us to build resilience, confidence, happiness, and hope. These are essential ingredients for anybody who's in job search. Now that we understand clearly what gratitude is and why it must be considered foundational to a successful life, both personal and professional, what can we do to bring more gratitude into our lives? I'm Cynthia Wade, the founder of do-over.me, and I'm here to answer some of those questions. Before I do, I just want to tell you that I founded do-over.me because I know that change is hard, especially when your career and your life don't go the way you planned. We get it. The team at do-over.me has been there, and along the way, we've developed some ways to support you through this journey. Some are traditional, like resumes and LinkedIn profiles and coaching for interviewing. Some are unconventional, like asking you to adopt a practice of gratitude. But all are focused on action and all are proven scientifically and anecdotally to work. So, those questions, how to do this? Because gratitude has been such a buzzword in recent years, many people and organizations have gotten on the bandwagon. That's why when you Google gratitude, you get over 204 million hits in less than 56 seconds. The leaders in the scientific community are Robert A. Emmons. That A is important because there's another Robert Emmons out there. He's from UC Davis, and he's the founder of the Journal of Positive Psychology. He's written several books, lots of articles, and has many, many videos about positive psychology and the importance of gratitude all over YouTube. Interesting though, I couldn't find a TED Talk. I don't know if I'm just missing it or he hasn't done a TED Talk yet, but I find that interesting. The other one to really pay attention to is Martin Siegelman. He does have a TED Talk and many other videos on YouTube, as well as articles on the internet and also many books that he has written. He is from the University of Pennsylvania, and he is the director of the Penn Positivity Psychology Center and the director of the Penn Master of Applied Positive Psychology program. Both men are considered to be the preeminent experts in this field of positive psychology, which includes gratitude and why gratitude is so critical to a successful and positive life. And they have a lot to say. And they have the research data to back it up. So it's not woo-woo anymore, it's science. But for the purpose of a practice of gratitude, to get started on that, I think it's best to deviate just a little bit from the scientific work and suggest that we move into more of the world of popular psychology and popular science. Popular culture, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I want to share with you that I got my start on gratitude back in 1995 when my mom gifted me with this book by Sarah Von Bronick called Simple Abundance, a day book of comfort and joy. As you can see, I still have it. And it's still filled with notes and comments. And I also still do a daily practice of gratitude. This doesn't really exactly talk about gratitude, but it led me in that direction. And I found out more and more about what gratitude means and how focusing on gratitude every day will actually change my brain. I didn't realize it was doing it at the time, but after all these years, retrospectively, as I said in the beginning, I know that it's one of the things that has changed my life most significantly. It worked for me, but will it work for you? I don't know. Everybody's different, and everybody has to find what works specifically for them. Personally, I like just a 3-ring binder and a pen in my hand and writing on paper. I like that feeling. But there may be some of you who would be better off speaking into a microphone or perhaps interacting on screen with some kind of a digital attitudes of gratitude program. Either way is possible. The reality is that this is something that you have to decide is going to work from you. And remember when I said that there were over 2 million hits on gratitude? You're going to find if you Google gratitude practice, lots of different options for you to consider, whether they're going to be pen to paper, verbal, or visual. Whatever is going to work for you. There are several that just let you do whatever it is you want, and some give you prompts. Prompts can be especially helpful when you're getting started because a lot of times I hear from people that they don't know what to say. They don't know what to be grateful for. And geez, look around. I could give you 10 things right now. The beautiful day, the sun is shining here in Chicago, and it's a beautiful day. I have a warm, wonderful house sheltering me because even though that sun is shining, it's cold outside. Look at behind me. I have some of my very most favorite friends, all those books that I've read and that mean something to me. I have a wonderful four-legged furry friend who's wonderfully chewing away on her bone on the futon next to me. I have clothes. I have coffee. Oh my gosh. If you could say nothing else other than I have coffee every morning, I got up, I'm here, I'm talking, I'm healthy, I don't have COVID. And although I do know a few people that have had it, all have recovered, and hopefully it'll stay that way. So there's lots of things to be grateful for. Some as simple as the sunshine and the blue sky, and some as simple as friends who are safe from COVID. The bottom line is that you have to become aware of them. You have to recognize that it's about you slowing down long enough to look around and recognize all the different things that your life is filled with that you can be grateful for. It's focusing on what you have right now as opposed to what you want in the next minute or the next year. The prompts of these online gratitude practices or the books that you can find either to purchase or from the library help you to do that. So if you're somebody that needs that help, take advantage of the fact that that help is out there and get started with a practice that's going to be able to help you with those kinds of prompts. If you do it for 30 days, you're probably going to develop a habit of it because that's about how long psychologists tell us it takes to develop a habit. At that point, when it becomes a habit, you can adjust it as you need to make it work more successfully for you. But the reality is that you have to start somewhere. So, one of the places that I would suggest that you go to is Calm Sage, CalmSage.com, calmsage.com, and then / best gratitude journal apps. They have put together 10 plus apps that you can look at that work both for Android and iPhones. And you can start there to look at ones that are going to be workable for you. If you want to do it via a book, a more traditional kind of a way, there's tons and tons of gratitude journals that you can get started with that also will provide you with those prompts. Again, remember that search I said? 5.68 million journals in less than 70 seconds. And how about books? Oh my gosh, whether you want to buy one to have it or whether you want to borrow one from the library, go onto the library's search engine page and get what's there locally in your library to get you started. Either way, what you have to do is just get going. And one of the ways that you're going to be able to do that is by working with other people. Because what happens is that you become much more accountable when you're accountable to somebody other than yourself. So, a couple of the other things that I want to share with you today is a couple of the books that I found to be very helpful. Again, according to my preferences, we'd be looking at Sarah Bonbronick's Simple Abundance. But there's a book out there called Gratitude Works, a 21-day plan for creating emotional prosperity. And that was written by our friend Robert A. Emmons in 2013, and it's highly regarded in the field. As is Choosing Gratitude, Your Journey to Joy by Nancy Lee DeMoss. That was written in 2009. And just a caveat, that is written from a decidedly Christian perspective. My favorite among some of the original ones has been, where is it? Gratitude, Living in Gratitude, a journey that will change your life. And that was written in 2011 by Angeles Arian. And she presents a 12-month plan for making gratitude the foundation of your daily life. I liked that book so much that we're going to be using it starting in December 2020, so just a few weeks away, and talking weekly here at do-over.me about practicing gratitude. We're going to do it together, and we're going to hopefully help each other by holding each other accountable for doing this practice on a daily basis so that by the end of the year, it can be a habit. And then we're going to follow it into 2021 because more than anything else right now in the world that we live in, I know you need a job. I know you need to have money to put food on the table and to keep this house around you and the clothes on your back. I get that. But I am here to tell you unequivocally that you got to start with being grateful for what you have. So we're going to help you do that on a weekly basis beginning in December when the topic is is the mystic heart. We're going to talk about the holidays. We're going to talk about two different kinds of gratitude. We're going to talk about gift giving, and we're going to talk about royal generosity. I want you to take a minute and sign up to follow us across social media and take a look at our website, which is do-over.me, very simple, do-over.me, because that's where you're going to find information about what we're starting and when we're starting, specifically on this monthly program of gratitude, and also all of the other things that we bring to you to help you in your job search. We take a holistic approach here at do-over.me to job search, and we recognize that you're a person, and that's why it's so important to talk to you about these soft skills as well as providing you with information about the hard skills. We're going to talk to you about your resume. I was on a phone call yesterday with a member, and we were scheduled for 45 minutes, and an hour and a half later, I was still talking about all the different things that you can do with LinkedIn, because there's a lot of very practical information out there, which we are giving to you in a variety of different ways. We're doing these live sessions, we're recording them, you can access them at any time on our YouTube station. There's a lot of different workshops that are available. Did you know that all of our services are available on a sliding scale that's based on your income and your ability to pay? Take a look at the website. I think you'll be impressed with all that we have to offer and find that maybe this is a tribe that you're going to want to be a part of. If you have questions, email me, Cynthia at do-over.me, do-over.me, or pick up the phone and call me. I love to meet new people on the phone or face to face when we get that chance. The number is 630-402-0429. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to have a chance to answer any questions that you have and talk to you about how do-over.me can support you. What you're going to find here is a tribe of like-minded people who are going to meet you where you're at, who are going to accept you for exactly who you are, who are going to listen to you, and who are going to work with you side by side to get you where you want to go. Now, one more thing before we leave here. Can you tell me what the connection is between veterans, voting? Well, maybe that's obvious. But then add in The Good Doctor, yes, the TV show, fall leaves, meatloaf sandwiches, and bread and roses. Have any ideas? They are all things that I have been grateful for since November 1st. And if you're following us on social media, you'd know that because every day I'm posting what I'm grateful for and asking you to engage with me and say what you're grateful for. So take a minute to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. Look for those daily posts. They usually happen late in the evening, and find out what I'm grateful for today and add in what you're grateful for. And I can tell you right now what I'm grateful for is you and being here with us and listening. And I hope that you find lots of wonderful things in your life to be grateful for, and that you use that gratitude as the foundation to build a thriving, successful life, personally and professionally. Thank you.